welcome everybody. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 12th of August. Now I'm here with my doggos. This is Sophie and we've got Sprocket over there who's collapsed in a big pile. They've had bones today, so hopefully they'll stay nice and quiet. I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 12th of August, like I said. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell notification as well, so you know my videos pop up. I'm in my daughter's room, as you can see. She's very tiger crazy. But it's just got good lighting in this room, so and the dogs love sleeping in here, as you'll hear them snoring during the video. So I'm going to close my eyes, we'll get started, and we'll just see what comes up. Now I'm getting this visual of these global leaders and they're dressed up like a burglar and they're in their like black outfit and they're kidnapping the narrative. They're actually taking the narrative in this bag like a burglar and they're stealing it. So when I think of government and parliamentary leaders dressed in a burglar outfit and stealing it, it's almost like they're either exchanging it or they're going to improve it, or they're taking it right away and doing a whole new reset. Oh my gosh. See, they really have been tipped off their course. I keep saying it, and they have because people are pushed back. Let me just see where else we go with this today. And they're tiptoeing. I said it the other day. The government has to tiptoe very quietly and do things by stealth because people are waking up and people are seeing all the garbage and the nonsense that they're dishing out to everybody. The government is being forced now to tiptoe. Hence, we're getting this image of the burglar having to sneak around and be very sneaky. I said to you here that Anthony Albanese, our Prime Minister, is like vanished. He's on holidays. God knows where. We don't even know where he is. I'm sure he'd be at some little meeting probably somewhere. It's all, you know, a bit suspicious, but it's all very quiet. We don't know where he is. So there's a lot of this burglar kind of energy sneaking around, taking things and then swapping them and bringing them back or taking them all together. But I am getting that tiptoeing energy again, tiptoeing around the people because they don't want the spotlight put on the Great Reset agenda. Do they? We know they don't. Let's just see where else we go with this today. Oh God, they're showing me this is the people, like us and all the people waking up. People are starting to hide their money. People are starting to get wind of what is happening. They're starting to realize that their money's like being taken from them. And when you hear about cashless society, you're going to start putting your cash away. There's going to be these alarm bells that go off in people. And to be honest, people know if your money's in a bank account, it can be tracked and traced. So I'm getting now that a lot of people are putting a little bit of cash aside for the rainy day. They've got their little secret stash accounts. Gosh, I know all of us here would have our secret little stash accounts. But these people waking up and that now are starting to realise, gosh, I better put some money aside for our rainy day just in case everything goes belly up. So they're getting that vibe now that something's going pear-shaped in the financial... reset. We would call it the reset. These people probably they probably don't even know what to call it actually. But they are starting to put a little bit of cash aside, which is very smart and very clever. You know, and also a lot of people might make extra inroads with their house payments just to get ahead, pay rent in advance. A lot of people try to pay their bills in advance. People are going to get smarter. That's what I'm kind of getting around this financial crisis. It's not just they're putting cash away, they're paying their bills ahead of time. They're trying to keep on top of these things because like I said in this morning's video, people are teetering on the edge now financially. They could easily just tip over into that real struggle street. So they're just making ends meet at the moment, and you know, that's a good thing at the moment. Let's see where else we go with this. And they're saying, like, isn't it funny how finances isn't a problem for all these elites and all these people that are currently running the globe? They do not have any financial worries. Isn't that a mystery? And this is what people are kind of wondering now, like, how do these things affect these elites and these people who are implementing? See, it's the injustice. People are seeing it, and it's really disturbing them now. These people waking up are getting really disturbed by the injustice of government. I told you they gave themselves pay rises here. Even the Qantas guy, the Australian Airlines, Qantas, gave himself a pay rise the other day because he worked so hard during the pandemic. They're all giving themselves pay rises. Oh, this is just, it's so obvious. And they're things on mainstream media. They don't even hide it. They don't even care. They don't even hide it. Oh, that's how cocky they are, isn't it? They just want to, like, stick it to the little people all the time and make little people feel, like, terrible and insignificant. It's so cruel. I'll just see what else we get today. Gosh, I'm getting Germany, Belgium, Munich. Oh, they're trying to escape all this. Gosh, there could be big stand-ups in these places. There's a big fight back that's like bubbling under the current. It's showing me like the water flowing, and there's under that current, there's all this energy that's just wanting to sort of spray up like a big water fountain. It's wanting to spurt out and come up, and this is the people's energy. This is the power to the people. I'm definitely getting that. Germany, Belgium, Munich. There's going to be some movement happening there, and very soon actually. It could have even started over there, which is the risings, like against, as we call it here, the capital, which is like on the Hunger Games, but meaning the capital is the heads of government and heads of state. I'll just see where else we go. Yeah, because they're saying people are feeling degraded. They're feeling like they're almost getting beneath the poverty line now. This is globally. This isn't just in those countries, but people feel like they're being degraded. It's like they can feel things are slipping away from them, and they can almost feel. And look, they don't even know, seriously, some of these people that are waking up don't even know about the reset quotes about you'll own nothing and be happy. But they can sense and feel that something's happening, that everything they own is kind of slipping away from them. And it feels like government's trying, and this is where it's the overreach of everything. The overreach of government is becoming really obvious to people now. They're realising that government hasn't got their best interest at heart. And that's great. We need them to feel that way, because that's actually the truth. Government does not have their best interest at heart. We know they're trying to take everything they can from everybody, well, the little people anyway. So I'm definitely getting that people are starting to get wind of something's amiss. It doesn't feel like government's got their best interests at heart, which is true, because you'll own nothing and you will be happy. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think it's a quote we would want in our future moving forward, is it? How about they own nothing and we'll be happy? That would be a better quote. Write some quotes down below. I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys. You always come up with brilliant stuff. I'll see what else we get today. Now I'm getting that the chapter is closing on that part of the reset. So this is why we go back to that like burglar energy, where they're creeping around in their little black burglar suit trying to be inconspicuous and taking the bag of the reset and reforming it. So I feel like that chapter of the reset might be closed out. They know, and I can tell you now, they hit people too hard. They just wanted to rush out the reset. And as we all know, it's happening everywhere. Renewables, electricity strikes, everybody's been striking. It's just caused absolute chaos, because what's happening is, like I said, the reset's coming out at a different pace in every different country. So people are then looking at Canada, or then they're looking at Germany, or they're looking at Australia, or they're looking, and it's highlighting different things to different people at different times. So what they're doing is that, I would say, by stealing the old reset agenda, the governments and that are trying to I said this morning, reconfigure and reform this in a smoother way and what it's saying is they need a smoother delivery. They know they can't hit people hard because it knocks people over. And when people get knocked over, they get back up and they fight against government. Like I said, the castaways image of people being knocked over by the waves of government. They've found a way up now. So government has to, see, that creates a pushback. So government has to find a softer approach. So this is what I feel is in the planning at the moment. I wouldn't even be surprised if that's what these leaders were currently doing, if they've got together on some fantasy island, as my video said the other day. Gosh, a lot of you remember that show, Fantasy Island, and it really does bring up some images about Hollywood's messages and things. A lot of you talk about that. Was it you? Yeah, Madman. There's a lot of connections to just that Epstein plane, the elite island. You really do have to wonder about all these subliminal things that they've been feeding to us over the years, don't you? So that's what I'm getting. They have to do this softly approach now, because hitting people hard makes them rise up against you, and they don't want it anymore. So they have to come up with different solutions to keep rolling out their map and their big drafted plan of everything. Let's see where else we go. Gosh, I'm seeing trucks. I'm seeing big like Mack trucks. I'm seeing convoy trucks. I'm seeing lots of convoys to freedom, and I'm seeing those big trucks with the big like Mack truck with the dog on the front. They're showing me like horns beep, horns beeping. There might be more trucker movements, maybe not in Canada, but I do feel like globally there's going to be this trucker movements, and it's around it is around the delivery of goods and services. They're starting to fight back, so it's almost like more truckers. And you think about the cost of their vehicles, the cost of fuel, the cost of maintenance, even their tires get worn down. Imagine their costs and their overheads. Unbelievable. So I do feel that we're going to get, maybe they'll be in Australia too, I'm even seeing that for. There's this like trucker convoy. That'd be great. The truckers make such a difference. Gosh, those truckers in Ottawa, oh, wow, what an incredible thing they did. They just put the absolute spotlight on Trudeau and the other leaders and the great global reset, the WEF. It was just brilliant. So I'm seeing there's more trucker convoys because just financially they're getting stung from every angle. And that could be like more towards September. I don't see much movement happening like in August. It might, but I just don't see that. I think in August everyone's too busy kind of reassessing their mortgages, their housing dilemmas that are coming, and just trying to assess all the information, because there's a lot for people to take on board, isn't there, and to absorb at the moment. It's like too much for everybody. I'll just see what else we get. God, I'm getting like the daylight is coming. This is for the people waking up. They're starting to get to the daylight. Now, I explained the other day that they were running out of the tunnel, the darkness, and they were heading for the light, which was where all of us were, all you on my channel. We were waving, trying to get people's attention, getting them to come towards the light. These people are almost at the light now. They can see that if they step out of this narrative, it takes them into the light and takes them into like their new world. You don't have to stay stuck in the darkness and of their new world order. You can actually create your own world, as we've discovered here on my channel. So I'm getting that they're getting closer and closer to their light because they're wanting to move further away from government and out of that darkness and repetitive mouse wheel. Hang on, I've got to have some tea. Sorry guys, I'm just thirsty. Sometimes you just need a good cup of tea, don't you? So let's see where else we go with this. Oh, and this is a good visual because they're showing me the people waking up are running out of the tunnel. I said like the Mission Impossible run the other day, and it's showing me that back in the tunnel things are collapsing. So it's like it's starting to cave in, and this is great. This means government and that things are starting to cave and they're starting to collapse. So they're showing me like bricks starting to fall. Oh, I'm getting such tired energy today, guys. Sorry about that. Whenever I get tired energy, it just means everybody's sick of this. And I mean, everyone is sick of this. This has just gone on and on and on. Oh, it's not a high, it's not a high vibe, but it's a high vibe out there. It's not a high functioning experience. this that we're all going through has not been an experience that has been joy and elation. I mean, we've managed to find that here all together on my channel in our Terabella, and we laugh and we support each other. But this whole journey, if you look from everybody's perspective, exhausting. It has been the most exhausting, ridiculous, unrealistic, and for these people waking up, and maybe there's parliamentarians and government leaders as well, it's been insurmountable. Not for us. We got up on the mountain ages ago and we're just waiting. As tired as we are, oh my God, everyone is so tired. We're even tired. It's showing me like it's that mountain energy where you get very, very tired. The higher you go up in vibration, it's like the altitude. The more you get affected, the more tired you become. People, they even say people black out when they're in really high altitudes, like climbing mountains and things like that. Not here, not where I live. It's not that high. But there are places where people go to climb mountains and then they pass out because the vibration and the altitude just gets too high. And that's what happens to us. Our energy gets depleted. Dealing with this vibration of, I don't even know what you would call it, stupidity, it takes a toll on everybody, and that's why there's a lot of yawning today, and that to me indicates a lot of exhaustion. Well, we know two people who are very exhausted. Oh, my doggos, honestly. Oh dear, they had a bone this morning, so they're wrecked. No, they pretty much describe how everybody's feeling about this agenda and the pandemic and you name it. This is the image we need to hold in our minds. Crashed out. Honestly, it is. It's been that tiring. Just let me see what else we get today. Oh, a huge sigh from Sprocket. I'm getting that there's a lot coming our way. If you're here on my channel, there's a lot coming our way. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of antics. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of spiritual growth still coming. We've still got a lot of spiritual growth. Because we make a lot of movement forward. That's what the guides are saying. We make a lot of movement forward. We really find happiness in our life because we choose it. We choose to have a happier and simple life. It's what we want now. We don't want all of this complication and just, I said it this morning, fiasco, I think I called it, because it's not for us. It's not an energy we want to stay in. We want to have calm, peace, zen-like life that we can actually just switch off and enjoy. Let's see what else we get. Oh, it's getting these government leaders are hiding a lot. And that's what I was saying before. I know Albanese's gone on holidays, but where's he gone? I bet he's flown somewhere. I don't even doubt that there's some sort of meeting about a reassessment of this rollout moving forward. And they're hiding a lot. It's like they're showing me like government's all top secret. Oh no. They're showing me like how they hide everything. It's like that in America when they hit all the alien spaceships and everything like that. This is what it's like, the resets being like all hidden and they can't allow the information to get out. It must be kept very tight under lock and key. Oh God. And that's kind of what I'm getting. It's got that real protection around it. It's showing me like the guards, like the really serious guards standing around protecting the Great Reset agenda and all the people that are involved in it as well. Like no one out publicly must get this information. That's what I'm seeing. Is it the Roswell kind of image? That's what comes to mind. That's it, isn't it? The alien spaceship event? I don't know. But that's what I'm kind of getting. It's being guarded very closely now by security. Security military. Like War of the Worlds, that military kind of feel to it. Let's see where else, if there's anything else to close today. People are uprising. And messages will be delivered to us, like I'm getting that. We're going to start to see the uprising because we're the ones that need to get that information first because we need to know that this is happening. The guides are saying this is happening. People have had enough. Oh, God. We always get a song, don't we? I'm getting that song, Enough is Enough. Enough is enough, I can't go on. I can't go on no more, no. Enough is enough. Excuse the singing, you know I'm terrible. But anyway, if I sing it, you usually get what I'm saying. Enough is enough. Because these people have had enough of everything. Not just the jab wheel. They've had enough of like everything coming at them. It's too much now. So yeah, I'm definitely getting that. There's the uprising begins. The uprising begins. And they're showing me it's like a concertina. So it's this, what do you call a thing? Piano accordion, where you go in and out and in and out and you play the music. Well, this is kind of what I'm getting for the uprising. It's like people rise up and then they come back. People rise up and then they come back. People rise up and then they come back. So it's like people move together and then they come back. It's that, but it creates like music. If you think about a piano accordion, by pumping it like this and playing, I'm sure that's what it's called. Yes, it is. It creates music in a different vibration. So I feel like people rising up, and this is what they're sort of saying globally. This will come like that wave where somebody stands up and they go down and then somebody else stands up, like a little bit like Sri Lanka and then the Netherlands, and then well, hopefully Australia will stand up one day. Oh my God, we stood up in the beginning, but Australia's just, I don't know, it's like they're so gutless and they won't stand up to their government. I just don't understand it. But even China's been standing up recently because they started touching their bank accounts. So we know this kind of rise up at different stages. So it's that like piano accordion that goes in and out, and it creates this vibration that just starts to make music. Well, it's music for us because we want everybody standing up, don't we? So anyone standing up is like music to our ears because that's what we want to hear. And the guides are kind of saying that we'll get delivered that information. It'll just come to us and we'll start to see more things around this. It's these truth movements. They're starting to tell their truth. Like I said the other day, Germany's coming out with all their vaccine injuries, and they're all come together and they're starting to tell their stories of the kids that have been injured really badly. I mean, this has been horrific. Just horrific. Ruining people's lives, destroying people's families. It's unbelievable what they've got away with. Just let me see if there's something to close today. And don't give up. Just keep charging forth. Again, they're showing me us like cutting through the briar bushes and making a like path for ourselves, even through, if you think of a very prickly thorn bush or something that's so thick and dense you have to chop through it. Well, we're able to do that. We've got the skills, is what the guides are saying. We've got the skills to be able, and the knowledge, to cut through a lot of this shrubbery, prickly, thorny shrubbery, and we can get to that other side. But we can just keep chopping through it. There's nothing that can get in our way. We have these skills and abilities now that we can keep moving our life forward no matter what sort of is in front of us and seems hard to get through. We just chop things down. And I think we do chop a lot of things down. I think we've chopped a few people down too over the time, haven't we? Because we just don't put up with any nonsense anymore. I know I don't. I'm sure you guys have got tougher as well. We just choose not to be involved in it anymore. We've really moved away and onto a very different path, haven't we? Just wait 1 second. Yeah, and I just get time is on our side. We got lots of time. It doesn't matter if this reset agenda ever, what would you say, comes to fruition or doesn't come to fruition, or bits of it come to fruition and other bits don't, because we've already chosen to move away. We're not in the great reset agenda. Yes, I said we get the ripple effect of it and we might get little effects, but we were prepared because we saw it coming. And whenever you're prepared, you're not going to get knocked over, are you? So we found that stability now, and that's what I'm going to leave you with today. We're very stable, even if that ends up coming to fruition. So just remember that. We're not going to topple over because it's 3 years through a pandemic and we're still standing, aren't we? And that was one hell of a ride. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. So stay strong, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll get on and make some more videos over the weekend. I'll leave my two here passed out. Actually, I've got to get them to the doggy groomers. They're going to get their little pedicure and their washy. They know they're getting a wash today. I've got to get them in the car. Oh, no, because they're so grubby. All right, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, like I said. And I'll say goodbye from Australia. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye from Australia. Bye, everybody. Oh, off for a bath. You come and spot? Get a wash. Bye, everyone.